Party opening. Every day, most of us begin our morning in the same way. Before getting out of bed, before speaking to anyone, we reach for our phones. We check messages, social media, short videos and news. Only after that do we feel that the day has really started. This behavior feels completely normal. Almost everyone around us does the same thing. But have we ever asked why this way of living feels so natural? Why do so many people share the same rhythm of life? Many things in life appear normal, simply because we see them every day. When certain lifestyles are repeatedly shown as successful, modern or desirable, they slowly become standards for how life should look. Over time, we stop asking whether these ways of living truly suit us. We simply follow them. Everyday life is not only something we choose, it also teaches us how to live. Many of our routines were never carefully chosen. They were inherited from what we saw around us. We follow them because everyone does, not because we ask whether they truly match who we are. Over time, these routines become part of our identity. They shape what we pay attention to, what we consider important, and what we believe a meaningful life should look like. Without realizing it, we begin to live inside a pattern that we never designed. Part 2. Habits and normal life. People often think culture exists in festivals, traditions, or history. But culture is much closer than that. It is in how we spend our free time, what we admire, what we believe a good life looks like, and what kind of future we hope for. Being busy is often seen as being valuable. Being always online feels normal. Visible achievement becomes proof of worth. When these patterns repeat every day, they stop feeling like choices. They start feeling like reality itself. We rarely ask why these standards exist. We simply grow into them. Habits do more than organize time. They shape what we believe life should be. Think about how often people say, "I am too busy," as if being busy is a badge of honor, or how quickly people feel uncomfortable when they are not connected to their phones. These reactions are not natural instincts. They are learned responses. They show how deeply habits enter the way we feel. What once was optional slowly becomes expected, and what is expected begins to feel unavoidable. Part 3. The self is learned. We often think of the self as something personal and private, but the way we understand ourselves is learned. From family, school, friends, and media, we constantly receive messages about who we should be. In contemporary society, social media makes this very clear. We present our lives, observe others, and receive feedback. Gradually, being seen becomes important. Recognition begins to influence self-worth. People no longer ask only who am I. They also begin to wonder, how am I seen? The self becomes shaped by external standards, often without us noticing where those standards come from. We learn how to evaluate ourselves before we ever ask whether these rules are truly ours. When people grow up inside these standards, they often mistake them for their own desires. They may believe they want certain lifestyles, certain images, certain futures, but many of these wants were never chosen freely. They were shaped by what was repeatedly shown as admirable. The self in this sense is not only discovered, it is trained. Part 4. Invisible guidance. Modern life rarely tells us what to do directly. Instead, it guides us quietly. Platforms recommend content. Trends shape interests. Certain lifestyles become more visible than others. We still feel that we are choosing, but the range of what we imagine slowly narrows. Life becomes automatic. We stop asking, why am I living this way? Many choices appear free, yet they are already framed by the environment around us. Guidance no longer looks like control. It looks like convenience. Convenience feels harmless. It feels helpful. But over time, it reduces the need to decide. When everything is recommended, when every path is pre-designed, people lose the habit of asking what they truly want. Life moves smoothly, but often without direction, chosen by the person living it. Part 5. Happiness and meaning. Even in comfortable conditions, many people feel anxious or empty. Entertainment is everywhere, but satisfaction fades quickly. Comparison becomes constant. Pressure replaces security. When success is defined too narrowly, those who do not meet these standards easily begin to doubt themselves. People may feel that they are never productive enough, never successful enough, never good enough. This shows that everyday life does not only shape behavior, it shapes how people experience their own lives. Many people are not unhappy in dramatic ways. They are simply tired, restless, and quietly dissatisfied. They sense that something is missing, but cannot name what it is. This feeling is not a personal failure. It is a sign that the way life is organized may not fully support human meaning. Part your closing. This is not about rejecting modern life. The real question is whether we are aware of how we are being shaped. When people begin to ask, why do I value these things? Where does my idea of success come from? Whose standards am I living by? Choice becomes possible. Culture will always influence us, but reflection prevents us from being only passive receivers. By re-examining everyday life, we regain a simple but essential ability, the ability to decide who we want to become. This ability does not require changing everything. It begins with noticing habits, noticing expectations, noticing which values feel borrowed. In that small moment of awareness, life becomes open again, and in that openness, the self becomes something we can participate in shaping that value.